If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 20 of the first season here at AC Milan in FIFA 16. We currently sit third. I'll show you the league table briefly. We currently sit third behind Juventus by 4 points. However, we do have a game in hand, so can close the gap. But the most important gap we're worried about right now is third to fourth. The top three qualify for the Champions League, although I believe third place still has to enter the fourth qualifying round, and fourth and fifth qualify for the Europa League. Now, the gap to Napoli is currently 1 point, but should we win our game in hand, it will be 4 points, which of course gives us an extra little bit of a gap to Napoli. Lazio are only a further 3 points behind them, and 5 points behind Lazio, although with a game in hand also are Roma, who we actually play at some point in the remainder of the season. I'm not sure whether it's today or tomorrow. We start with Hellas Verona today, then we have Frosinone and then Bologna, and then tomorrow we'll have Carpi and Roma before the day after that, the Coppa Italia final against Palermo. So big games in every single one of the match days to round us out for the season, because we want to qualify for next season's Champions League. The main aim at the beginning of the season was just to improve on last year's 10th, which was obviously what AC Milan achieved in real life. We're definitely going to do that. We may even get Champions League football, and if we do, that's an extra big bonus for the series as a whole. As you can see, or could see actually, that's the wrong tab, Chest. Let me go to the top tab, the bottom tab down here, sorry. A couple of guys I will eventually get there. A couple of guys were asking me to show you the top goal scorers for this season so far, and Dybala is there with 19, Mandzukic on 16, 2 Juventus players in the top 2. Palacio has 15, Pavarotti has 15, Higuain 14, Belotti from Torino has 12. Our highest player is Kutska with 9. Didn't realise he'd scored that many goals for us. We mentioned in yesterday's episode he's been particularly important for us, and he will continue to be for the rest of the season. So let's get cracking with the rest of that season with Verona away. Bernardeschi into Jorginho. We'll get it around the corner looking for Mauri, although it's Bacca that actually takes control of the ball. Squeeze it through that gap looking for Mauri again, and then there's space over here for Bernardeschi. Oh god, that is a heavy touch. Returning side on his left though, and Bernardeschi actually took it on his right, but Helander gets the block in. Our first chance of the game comes and goes, but the second one is going to come shortly, because we'll drill this back to Bernardeschi again, who it is, and again his touch is terrible. This time on the left foot, it's well blocked. Romagnoli gets in the way unfortunately, and can't get the ball under control, neither can Jeremy Menez, and here come Hellas Verona on the counter-attack. They're actually bottom of the league right now, Hellas Verona, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything on Legendary, because any side can beat you, and we come within inches of going 1-0 down to the side that are bottom of the table. That was ridiculous. Bernardeschi has 2 chances at one end, and then they go and hit the post at the other. Juanito, wow, Rebic. I thought we were going to get rid of that. Pretty sure we were going to get rid of that. I tried to clear it with Decilio, and he just swung it thin air, and then they passed it. Yes, they passed it. They passed it inside. See, Decilio here tries to clear it and just kicks his own foot. They pass it in here, and I thought, to be fair, I was going to get a foot in, but we weren't able to. Donnarumma doesn't quite get there in time. He slots it over the top of him. Good, smart finish, in fact. And the side that are bottom are 1-0 up against the side that are third. Jankovic could get the cross in, has done. We'll get that clear, but Maksimovic can only head it back out wide. Kutska does well though to retain possession. Bernardeschi will dink this towards Bacca. We'll just knock it out down there to Mauri. We'll go across the far side to Jorginho. I'd really like Jeremy Menez to arrive, but it's actually Mattia Decilio that's the man coming forward. We'll play it through that gap though to Mauri. Through this gap to Jorginho, who will then turn inside, find Mauri again, and 1-1 no. Bianchetti gets the block in. Could have sworn that was going to end in a goal there. Really fantastic move. Jorginho with the cross. It's a terrible corner. Irby Mallinson's going to get it away, but it's probably going to be a free kick. Oh, bollocks. Mauri intercepts. Kutska with a little back heel. Jorginho gets there first. Menez will look around the corner to Bacca. Takes it in his stride well. Carlos Bacca, 1-1. Really smart finish inside the near post. Didn't quite think I was going to get the shot off there, but he does well to just shift it to the left-hand side and just bend it into the bottom corner. Nice little back heel from Kutska. Jorginho shows good strength. Menez fires it. I thought it was Mauri, actually. Menez fires it into Bacca, and then tidy finish. 1-1. We're back in the game. Jonita fires it into Rebic. Oh, that's a really nice chip up and turn. Set himself up there. Jonito gets the cross back in, but Donnarumma holds well. Oh, Bianchetti's taking risks here. Carlos Back has stolen it off him. We're going to go this way around the defender to try and wrong foot him. I could go to the back post with the shot, and that's what we'll try and do. And Golini makes a good save. I just couldn't quite find Mauri there. It wasn't really the right pass on at the right time. Jorginho takes the corner. Romagnoli's up. It's on target. It hits someone. I'm not sure who. And rebounds away. Florenzi will get this to Bernardeschi, who's left-footed. We'll go Romagnoli just to make sure we keep possession. There's Jorginho. Oh, but he can't get it through to Romulo. Strange attempted pass, though. We'll try and steal this off Stilgardi, but we can't. Kucka. Forward to Ballo. Gets it under control. Into Bacca. Terrible touch, but he will get it around the corner to Kucka, who could feed in Bernardeschi. Not sure whether he's onside here. Will turn onto his left. Bernardeschi missed a couple of chances in the first half. Buries the one with barely any time left in the game. 2-1 AC Milan. We almost got completely outdone by Hellas Verona here, but we've been able to knuckle down and squeeze all 3 points out of the tie. Nice ball by Kucka into Bernardeschi. Always had to turn onside onto his left, though, because his right foot isn't that good. To be fair, he only has like 68 shooting anyway, but he's able to find the back of the net, and we are going to get a win from this one, but not without a bit of a scare. There goes the final whistle. It was a little bit close towards the end, but we are able to get a win from this one away from home against Hellas Verona, and that could be a vital final goal from Bernardeschi with regards to the race for the Champions League spots. Inter draw 1-1 with Udinese. If Juve can beat Fiorentina, they'll close the gap to Inter at the top of the table. The title race might not be over. We won't be part of it personally, but Inter might be able, or might be under pressure from Juve. The gap is down to 2 points. Although Inter do still have a game in hand, but the gap down to 2, and the gap to Napoli is still just the 1 from us, as they won their game as well. So we still need to win our game in hand. I'm not sure which game is the game in hand. Actually, let me stop simming before we go too far and can't train. I think the game in hand must be the one against Carpi midweek. So that'll be our game in hand. So up until the end of today's episode, we may still have a game in hand on Napoli. All we can do, though, is keep doing our job, winning every single game that we're a part of, and fingers crossed, we'll be in the right position in the top 3 when the end of the season comes around. Mauri, nice ball around the corner to Jorginho. Bacca's making a good run, but we'll give it here to Menez, who can get past the defender perhaps with a good run. He has done, and Menez! 1-0 AC Milan after 14 minutes. First chance of the game, and we take the lead with it. Really nicely done. Caught them on the counter there. Frosinone are also down the bottom end of the table. Hopefully this one will be slightly easier now that we've gotten a 1-0 win, a 1-0 lead, sorry, than the game was previously. Really tidy finish, finessed on his left foot. Easy 1-0 lead. Maybe we can build on it, try and improve our goal difference. Mauri back to Jorginho. Menez making the moves. Quickly inside to Kucka. There's Bacca. Which way do we go? Around the defender and thread that through to Mauri. Perhaps look for a pass inside. Mauri, surely, shoot! Yes, surely, 2-0. Wow. It took so long to actually get that in the back of the net. It just, nobody wanted to react to it. Mauri drilled it across to the far side to Jorginho, had the shot. In fact, I think it's Kucka, and then the defenders just stood there. He literally just stood there. Watch him. Oh, it's a little bit after that. A little bit before that highlight the replay showed, the number 4 just stood there like that with the ball at his feet, like, what do I do? And Bacca was like, Tar. Stole it off him. Gives us a 2-0 lead. I'll have that, Tar. And then steals it off the man, Desciglio to Kucka, to Bacca, to Mauri. We go back again. Mauri somehow finds his way past the defender. He's tiny, Jose Mauri, but he's just shrugged off the big man and buried it in the top corner. Not entirely too sure how he's done that. Look at the size difference between him and the defender. Look at him. He's just held him off, turned him, and then a lovely finish into the top bin. 3-0 AC Milan. Ranelli into Gucci. Cross picks the man out beautifully. No, it's going to be 3-1. The shot from the man on the far side was so powerful. Donnarumma did everything he could to try and get rid of it, but in the end he just took all the pace off it and got no direction on his save and clearance. You're going to celebrate wildly in front of the camera. Probably a little bit unnecessarily. I mean, that's 3-1, lads. You're not going to be getting back in this. Great strike, but just their number 8 reacted first. 3-1. Ranelli forward to Chibsa. Through to Gucci. Gucci with a shot. I can't believe this. The same thing happened against Lazio. We were 3-0 up. They scored 2 goals very late on to give us a nervy last 5 minutes. This is going to be a nervy last half an hour. Where have these two goals come from? They've done nothing all game, and then he pops up with that from the edge of the box. Strike! 3-2. Frosinone right back in this. Bernardeschi to Mari. Eventually gets it under control. Bacca with plenty of space to run into. Eventually gets the ball under control. He's turned inside one defender. Oh, that's got to be a red card and penalty. It's definitely a pen, but is it a red card as well? It should be. That is a clear goal-scoring opportunity. I was about to pull the trigger. Just a yellow. Bottled it, referee. You've absolutely bottled that. Can we get ourselves a 4-2 lead, though? Blanchard picks up the yellow, and no, the keeper saves it. The drama of Milan versus Frosinone goes on. Bernardeschi to Kucka. Kucka loses out on possession, trying to set up a counter-attack, and we may end up conceding a third and only drawing the game. Romagnoli's attempted clearance was basically to just let the ball hit him on the knee, but thankfully we're going to get it away. Elsa will look for Bacca, who's made the run down the line. Carlos Bacca missed the penalty. Can he, though, still give us a 4-2 win? No, Bardi with a good save. We'll try and get a fourth from the corner, and then I think that will be game. Bonaventura to take. In it comes. Up goes Elsa. Up goes the keeper. Florenzi trying to get there underneath it. Can't win it. Dioncini trying to set up a counter, but there goes the final whistle. We made that hard for ourselves. A really comfortable 3-0 lead. Destroyed in the space of 4 minutes. 56th and 60th. Frosinone get themselves back in it. And then we miss a penalty. And Bacca has the chance to make it 4-2 again at the very end, but not able to do so. 3 points, though, against the bottom side, and then a side that was also in the relegation zone, but we haven't made that easy for ourselves. On to Bologna. And the second defender as well, but Marios is going to get it away, and forward they come. Destro out to Donsa. Donsa to Messina. Back inside to Donsa again. And in the box to Mattia Destro, who's in behind, but Donnarumma makes a very good save. Close to Bologna 1-0 there, but thankfully we stay goalless. Destro into Diawara. Diawara under pressure from a number of defenders, but it still drops kindly to Mounier, who's going to draw a good save out of Donnarumma, and that will be a corner to Bologna. Giaccherini is going to take the corner, floats it in. Keeper's calm. He only just got there. Can Bacca get to the rebound? No, he can't. Donsa, Menez into Kucka. Give it to Florenzi, who'll find Niang if he's quick enough to get there, which he is. Niang is currently homesick, so not sure how long he will remain at the club, and Kraft gets up to head away from Carlos Bacca, who was pouncing or looking to pounce at the back post. Jorginho with the corner. Keeper's going to come. He's only going to punch as far as Carlos Bacca. If he can get this under control quickly, could stand a good chance of scoring from distance. Great save from Mirante. He's just as determined not to let me concede a goal as I am to score. Mauri. Decent enough first touch, shot well blocked, and Bacca won't be able to keep this one in to have another shot from distance. 33 minutes in, we stay at 0-0. Florenzi with a throw. El Shaarawy brings it down, looks for the early cross. I tell you what, arriving at the back post is Bonaventura. He's only able to head it over the top of the bar, though. We had to rely on a very late goal in the first game. I don't think we're actually going to find a winner in this one. Doesn't look like it's going to come. We've been trying quite hard to break them down, but they've been playing so defensively. The back three just haven't left the edge of their box all second half. Elsar still trying to do something, though, here before the end of the game. We'll look for a man in the middle, but the pass is really poor from Elsar. We might, though, still be able to create something. No, but again, a really poor pass lets us down, and actually we might be in trouble at the other end of the pitch. No, Romagnoli's got the strength of Mounier. Does he? Yes, he does. Okay, good. Looks like it's going to be a 0-0 draw here against Bologna. It's only 1 minute added on at the end of the game, and there goes the final whistle. Well then, it's a draw on the back of 2 victories to give us, hopefully, see, barely anything happened in that game. A draw on the back of 2 victories to hopefully give us the best possible chance. Well, it's not the best possible, because we could have won that one, but you know what I mean. Put us in a decent position to perhaps win Champions League football for next season. The gap, that was actually supposedly our game in hand. Okay, so the game against Carpi wasn't. The gap to Juventus is a single point. If we finish third, I think we go into the 4th qualification round for the Champions League, so we might not still qualify. So if we can finish second, that would be preferable. Juventus have won the league. Not Juventus. Inter Milan have won the league. They are 7 points clear of Juventus with 6 points available to be played for. We're 4 points clear of Napoli with 6 points available to be played for. Roma, who we play on the final day, will probably need a win against us to qualify for the Europa League, but we may need a win against them to qualify for the Champions League. It's going to be a really tight end to the European race in tomorrow's episode, we have Carpi next midweek, which I'll probably have to play a slightly rotated side for, because we then have a much more difficult game against Roma the week after that. And obviously, in the episode after that, we'll take on Palermo in the Coppa Italia in a one-off final special, where we'll put the suit on, of course, as we always do. We'll do one final quick training session, and then that will be us for today. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point, to ensure you don't miss out on any further content here on the Chesnoid Gaming channel. Mauri's now 77 rated. Romagnoli's 80. Donnarumma 83. Everybody's growing really well here at AC Milan in this first season. I think even already now, before we've got to the end of the league season, we can confirm this season as a success for season number 1 at AC Milan. Rejuvenating the Rossoneri is well underway. I'll see you next time.